When countries announce new partnerships, the headlines usually focus on big numbers. How much was invested? How many agreements were signed? How many projects were launched? But several years later, another question becomes far more important. Did any of it make a real difference? In China's Africa policy, this idea is described with one Chinese character, SHI, usually translated as real results. But real results is not simply about completing projects. According to China's official Africa policy, it means honoring commitments with real actions, delivering practical outcomes, and helping countries achieve independent and sustainable development. So how can we tell whether cooperation has produced real results? Let's look beyond the construction site. In Kenya, one project often attracts international attention, the Mombasa-Nairobi Standard Gauge Railway. When it was opened in 2017, many people focused on its costs. Others questioned whether it would succeed. But to understand SHI, perhaps we are asking the wrong question. The better question is not how much did it cost, it's what happened after it opened. According to the white paper China and Africa in the New Era, the railway has carried more than 11 million passengers, transported over 39 million tons of cargo, while creating approximately 74,000 direct and indirect jobs during construction and operation. For businesses, it has reduced travel time between Kenya's largest port and its capital. For traders, it has improved the movement of goods. For families, it has made travel faster and more reliable. A railway becomes meaningful not when it's completed, but when people continue to use it year after year. That same principle applies far beyond one railway. Since the establishment of the Forum on China-Africa Cooperation in 2000, Chinese companies have participated in building or upgrading more than 10,000 kilometers of railways, nearly 100,000 kilometers of highways, almost 1,000 bridges, around 100 ports, and 66,000 kilometers of power transmission and distribution lines across Africa. Those figures are impressive, but they are not the real story. Infrastructure has value only when it continues to create opportunity, when farmers can reach markets more easily, when manufacturers can lower transport costs, when students can travel safely to school, and when businesses can connect with new customers. In other words, a project is successful only when people benefit from it. That is why China's Africa policy increasingly talks not only about building infrastructure, but also building capacity. A modern railway needs trained engineers. A port needs logistics specialists. A power station needs skilled technicians. Development does not end when construction finishes. It continues when local people have the knowledge to operate, maintain, and improve what has been built. That emphasis on long-term capability is repeatedly highlighted in China's policy documents on cooperation with Africa. Of course, every major project can be debated. People may disagree about financing, about priorities, or about the pace of development. Those discussions are part of any large-scale cooperation, but SHI asks us to judge projects by something deeper than the opening ceremony. Years later, are they still being used? Are they still creating opportunities? Are they still improving people's lives? If the answer is yes, then those are not just completed projects. They are real results. Because in the end, success is not measured by what is built. It is measured by what continues to make a difference.